pretty handy ins this week?
Yeah, it's great, to get some players back. We've been missing a few troops in the last sort of month, so to get some players back in the team's terrific. Obviously Jack Watts and Dom Tyson were very close last week, so they've done an extra week of training and are really ready to go.
Is it Christian that maybe needs to pass a test before he gets the okay?
No, Christian's right to go as well. He's done 4 weeks of normal rehab and he's in really good shape as well. So all the guys have done a hell of a lot of work. We've got great faith in the high performance staff and the way they go about their business. So we feel really comfortable in bringing all those guys back into the team.
I think everyone looking at the ends was really happy to see Jack Trengove get a game. Can you just talk about his inclusion?
Yeah, look, I've been waiting to put him in the team for a while. He's been in terrific form in the VFL, and I think that his teammates, all the coaching staff are just so happy with the work he's done. He's put a lot of time into his footy. He's gone away and worked on some things over a long period of time to get himself up to AFL, and I'm just looking forward to seeing him run around at the MCG on Saturday.
What were those things? You've mentioned it a few times. Is it defensive pressure, or what are we talking about?
I think we'd keep them internal in terms of what he's been working on, but he's spent a lot of time getting his body physically prepared to play AFL footy. He came off 2 years of not playing a lot of footy and has worked incredibly hard to get back to this point. So we're all looking forward to seeing him play. I know our supporters are, as well as his teammates and coaches, so we're just great to have him back in the team.
Did Jeff Garlett spend a bit of time away this week? Is he good to go?
Yeah, he's good to go. He had some personal issues back in Perth, that we worked really closely with Jeff and very respectful of what he was going through back in Perth. But yesterday, he made a real commitment to the team and flew back, and is really looking forward to playing tomorrow. It's a big day for our footy club from an Indigenous perspective. It's the first time we'll wear our Indigenous jumper at the MCG, so for Jeff to be a part of that's just terrific.
We just saw him doing an extra session out there. Is it just to get some more, I suppose, time in the legs, and so he's ready for tomorrow, or is that a fitness test? No,
he got back yesterday, so he missed training yesterday, so he's just doing a light session today just to tick a few boxes and make sure he's 100%. But he's done a no injury cloud. He went back for personal reasons, and we're glad to have him back.
How does Jack Viney take 19 days to get over foot surgery?
It's because he's Jack Viney. He prepares like no other. And his rehab and recovery has been unbelievable. He set his sights really early on to play this game. He's done everything right. He's a true professional, and I think that just shows the character of the guy. He trained incredibly well yesterday, and he's raring to go and put out his best performance as possible tomorrow.
So was he doing extra rehab that the normal player wouldn't do? Can you give us an insight into that?
He just really pushed to get his surgery done as quick as he could, and then basically the way his treatment to get his stage by stage recovery process was really just to get the swelling out of his foot, getting back to weight bear, and then getting back to run. And as soon as he could do that, he's just done everything right. He's iced it constantly for 2 weeks now, and he's put the work in to really rehab it as quickly as possible. And he's just a great teammate and a great leader of our footy club.
Exciting also to see Angus Brayshaw back in the VFL. How's his sort of mindset heading into that?
Yeah, look, it's been 7 or 8 weeks now for Angus. We've been really building him up slowly. He's done a lot of work with our rehab guys and also our conditioning staff and doctors to get himself into this position. He's trained strongly now for 3 weeks, and we're really confident, as is Angus, that he's fully recovered and looking forward to playing some footy. So, we've got 4 or 5 weeks to really build him up and get him back into some really good form. He's missed a bit of footy, so we're looking forward to just seeing him back playing VFL footy Saturday night.
Jordan Lewis mentioned that there's been a bit of talk about not crossing the line, I guess, this week. Is that something that you've taken a lead role in, or let the players?
Look, I think, if you're specifically going through the Bernie Vince scenario, Bernie knows that he's let the team down. But in saying that, we probably haven't got the balance right at times. We want to be known as a really hard contested ball team. And that's probably my biggest concern right now, is we need to get back to playing that style of footy. The last 3 weeks haven't been to our normal standard of play in that area. So that's how we want to build our footy team around that area. But we know we've crossed the line at times as a team, and Bernie Vince knows he's let the team down at the same time. But we know what we're trying to build as well, so we're going to keep forging towards that as well.
Pretty important game, Simon. If you lose, you could be outside the 8, and you win, equal 4th.
Yeah, I've said this a bit. It's not where you are now; it's where you are at round 23. So every game's important, every result's important, but at the same time it's how you go about your play and how you build right through to the end of the year. So that's our primary concern, is getting out the way we play back to the level that we know we're capable of, and that's the challenge for the boys this week.
Nathan Jones a chance to be back next week?
He's a chance. He's still got a bit of work to tick off yet, so we'll see how that one goes next week.
How hard is it to prepare for a team like Port when they've got guys like Wingard and Gray who can play equally well up forward and in the midfield? It's sort of tough to prepare for that. Yeah, they've got a quality midfield, and they've also got some quality players forward of the ball, so they're in really good form. They've played some terrific footy in the last month. They played a lot of footy in their forward half of the ground, so we're under no illusions what we're up against. But that's a great challenge for our footy club right now.
Has Jaden Hunt earned himself a licence to use the tour?
I was thinking what you're talking about there. Look, he's certainly proven he can use it, so I thought it was just terrific. He backed himself in, and it was just an incredible kick, so yeah, he's got a licence for a while.
Paddy Ryder's been probably one of the informed ruckmen in the game. Big job for Big Maxie this week.
Yeah, Maxie's looking forward to it. Paddy's probably in all Australian form. He's played some terrific footy. Obviously, I've had some first-hand experience with Paddy at Essendon, and Max is looking forward to it. He hasn't rucked against Paddy for a long time, so we're trying to get Max back to his best footy. He wants to really work hard to get back to his best footy, and he's got a great challenge this week against Paddy.
Thanks, Simon.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys.